Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with more of The Expanse. This is season 4, episode 6, and last time Holden is still trying to get the Belters to evacuate. Meanwhile, there has been an explosion, seems like very, very serious, on the other side of the planet after it heated up from the lightning strikes. And yeah, meanwhile on Earth, Christian is losing in the polls. We'll see if she's able to turn it around. I kind of highly doubt it, but this is sci-fi. Some ridiculous thing could happen that could swing things her way. And we haven't seen Bobby in 2 episodes, or in 1 episode. We saw her 2 episodes ago where she was enlisted by the dirty cop, and I guess we might skip forward to see her work under him a little bit. Maybe she's trying to maneuver her way around so that she can entrap him somehow. Who knows? But I'm excited to continue. If you want to watch the full reaction, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, let's get started.
It's not going the way I hoped.
Jim, one of the islands on the other side of Illis just exploded. There's a shockwave coming around the planet at the speed of sound. With a tsunami.
Oh.
Fuck me. How long do we have?
The shockwave will hit in 8 to 10 hours. With winds of around 200 kilometers per hour.
200.
Tsunami will be there roughly 10 hours after that.
Hey, listen to me! Everyone listen to me! God damn it!
Boom. Yeah.
But the only thing we can do now is leave before more people die.
Then will you support our claim? Tell your friend the Secretary General that we have the right to be here.
Ooh, yes.
But I give you my word. I'll do everything I can.
You've got Mertry's gun trained on the back of your head now.
We're prepping the shuttle and found something that belonged to you.
She's here? She's here. She's here. Yes.
I just wanted to go to university. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
No, I am sorry. We drove you to this. I need to tell you some things about what your mother has done. It won't be easy to hear.
Oh, the shockwave.
I'll be up there soon enough.
Rubbing her eyes after the green-eyed woman last time.
I'll open up a channel to Felcia.
Uh-oh.
Amazing, right?
Is she gonna chew her out?
Are you all
Papa told me what you did. All those people who died on that shuttle. All your talk about keeping their family together on Illis. And you're the one that ran away. At least I didn't kill anyone first.
Oh, that was bad. What's going on here? The heck? It's happening to other ships too?
So the physics of fusion have just stopped working.
What?
It's like that front molecule is back at it again.
Fuck.
That's what I was thinking.
We have all lost contact with everyone on that godforsaken planet.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. Oh.
Hey, handsome. 3, 2, 1.
You're breaking my wrist.
Yes, that is the intent. Unless you'd prefer to leave.
Yeah. Whoa. They framed him.
Thanks for giving a shit.
There's the earthquake. Oh.
The fuel pellets are no longer fusing.
Yeah, the old blue goo.
Might change a lot of physics on us again.
What about Miller?
He's gone.
He helped us so we could bring him here. He may be done with us now.
Seems a little bit ungrateful if you
The drive is out. We can't speed up. So sooner or later, the bomb will fall and burn.
Damn.
So here's plan B. We shuttle everyone up until the wave passes and they come back down, set up a new camp before our ships burn up and wait for rescue.
I don't intend to have any of the Belters on my shuttle. You said that you'd endorse their claim. You made yourself a partisan in all this. However, I am willing to help get them up safely and back down again, provided they dump all the illegally mined lithium on their ship.
No promises, but you gotta start bringing your shuttles down right now.
What?
They think it might be melting.
Melting.
So what's plan C?
Make the town into a reinforced shelter that can handle 200-kilometer-per-hour winds and massive flooding.
Plan C sounds like everybody dies.
Yeah.
We'll go to the ruins.
Still have to seal it behind us.
We'll figure it out.
We don't have a lot of time.
We'll figure it out fast.
Yeah, there's no... Unless you can come up with a better plan now, let's go.
Do you know who was behind the attack?
Marco Inaros, a terrorist. He will be killed.
He should have been already. By order of UNN Fleet Command, we will be remaining inside the ring space to help secure it from any further incidents that are beyond your ability to control.
They were measuring your office for curtains. If we don't resolve this quickly and to the UN's satisfaction,
Then they will never leave. And we won't be able to force them to go.
Oh.
I gotta say, I feel kind of used.
I can assure you, you were.
Worth it.
Crime pays. No. Still bitter about being beat up.
Have you talked to David lately? Like, all of this must be humiliating for him. And for you.
If you'd like me to beat the shit out of you again, keep it up. Bobby Draper.
Yeah, I don't care. Right. They're still running MSEC 4.
You served.
So, shouldn't take more than 2 minutes to crack it and get in.
Bobby's focused on all the different things than the others are. Miller! Let me in! Miller!
The difference between us all starving to death and some of us surviving may be how many mouths we're trying to feed.
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of Belters. If it comes down to them or us, it's us. Is it a problem for you?
If that's the case, I'll do what needs to be done.
Okay,
Her eye again.
Yes, yes.
Oh. What kind of like airborne diseases are there on a foreign frickin' planet? It's green. It's bleeding.
Oh, that's not good.
It is not.
The transmission was encrypted with MCRN codes.
When we had him, Marco mentioned Mars.
Hmm.
He said it was no longer the Mars we used to fight.
You little boss man.
Looks like they laid on a whole new security protocol.
Fuck.
Oh, she knows the way around.
The hydraulics that operate this door run through the base of the terraforming tower.
There's not much air in this.
It's enough for me. This won't be the hardest thing I've ever done.
I see a tiny hole.
Are you sure it's safe down there?
Nope.
Nope. Oh.
What was that for?
I love you. She's getting attached. Last time they tried an explosion on something protomolecule related, Simu Liu got absorbed into the frickin' floor, so I'd be scared to be the first one down.
What are you still doing here?
Help me, please.
Do we really need all this?
Yes, this is a biochemical assay deck, and that is a pharmaceutical printer. Trust me, we're going to need them both.
It's here.
Jesus Christ.
They knew what was coming more than 7 hours ahead of time, and still.
should be down there with you.
It makes me feel better that you're not.
Same to you, Alex.
Oh, it was understood.
Mako is on that ship.
And do you really believe he would be so careless as to expose himself like this?
Everyone makes mistakes eventually.
That's not what's happening here.
We can't afford to wait until he gets to Palace. The ship could go dark any time and he could slip away.
Yeah, and to capture him, we need to board it.
If Fred and Dawes see this, they'll give us whatever we need. This time, Mako won't be able to talk his way out.
Did he somehow fake that transmission? You. Access denied. Oh no.
There's a guy inside, he's locked me out. I'm out of there.
They saved her life.
Nice work, hero.
Let's make some money.
If they weren't bonded together before, they are now. Everybody's with this eye thing. Here it comes. It's coming now. Pull harder. Not enough leverage. Oh, you gotta get back up there. No, 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 no. Did he just drown everybody by leaving this hole open? Oh, lever, lever, lever. Good. Holden. Holy, oh shoot. You very nearly died, man. They're ending the episode there. Of course they are. Oh, that was awesome. Wow, so things changed in quite a hurry, from the Belters saying they would never leave to that giant explosion that forces them to leave. And then they can't even leave because physics just decided to stop working. First, there's this earthquake, which isn't so bad. Then we have a shockwave traveling at the speed of sound. But at the same time, Naomi says that it travels at the speed of sound, which is around 1,200 kilometers per hour, but that the winds will only be like 200 kilometers per hour. Like, someone explained to me, like I'm 5, why the wind wouldn't be traveling at the same rate as the shockwave. Because I don't, isn't the shockwave the wind? I don't understand. But anyway, there's this tidal wave that comes several hours after that. So it's just constant stuff here, constantly getting worse. And yeah, Holden is able to convince the Belters to leave by promising to support their claim, which was not good for his relationship with Mercury, of course, but I believed was the right thing to do. And just as everyone agrees to GTFO, get the fork out, ship reactors just refuse to work. The physics stopped working. Like, dude, what the heck? But yeah, the protomolecule is capable of something like that, so it's hard to... It's not dormant anymore, for sure, the protomolecule, like we thought it was at the beginning when everybody got to the planet. But at the same time, like, all communication has been shut off to Earth as well. I gotta imagine that's something to do with the protomolecule, possibly, though the people on Ilus and above Ilus don't actually mention that they just can't communicate. It's just Officer Olive being like, where is everybody? And I was just saying last episode how Nancy Gao has the election in the bag essentially, but if an extinction level event threatens humanity, that might just boost Christian's chances by quite a bit. But who knows at this point? And we find out Falcia left on the Barba Piccola, and at least she was fine. Her father told her about Lucia though and what she did, and yeah, she let her mom have it quite a bit. Lucia was so happy to hear from her, only to have her shut her down. That was hard to watch, and I'm curious how that informs the rest of this cast, like the rest of the story, the rest of the season after this. We've only got 4 more episodes left. But yeah, then soon afterwards, Lucia finds out about the ship's reactors failing and how the Barba Piccola is in low orbit, so it will eventually fall down to Illis, like the other ships, but Barba Piccola is lower, so it can't. There's more atmospheric drag, and yeah, it's gonna fall eventually. Yeah, I don't know how they solve this other than just getting the protomolecule to stop forking around and turn back their engines, especially since they had the idea of shuttling everybody up to the Barba Piccola and then everybody shuttling back down afterwards, or to the Edward Israel. Either way, they were trying to shuttle people up and then shuttle them back down when they had the chance, before those ships crashed. But what a story it would be, what a twist it would be if everybody just wound up stuck on Illis. That just seems like, yeah, I don't know how that would work out. But yeah, Holden and others figure out a plan B after they realize that, yeah, like the ships can't come down and get people, which is to shuttle everybody back and forth until it's all done. Not a bad plan, but yeah, it immediately also fails because the shuttle burns up in the atmosphere. Mercury was telling Chandra Way that if they're stuck in the structure for an extended period of time, that she has to shoot the belters to make sure there are enough rations, and you sense there's just like the slightest hesitation in her, but she still resolves to follow Mercury's orders, which is puts her diametrically opposed to Amos, which I don't know. He's not going to stand for that, and I don't know that it feels like their relationship is going to fall apart because of it. Yeah, Shockwave strikes the first. Earthquake strikes, not much happens. Then the Shockwave strikes. Feels like everybody should have been a little bit more prepared given the amount of time they had to prepare, but some people die. I get that they didn't know exactly when it was coming, but I like that Holden tells Naomi he's glad she's not there, and then also had to tell Alex that it was meant for him too, and Alex was just like, oh, it was understood. I don't know, it was kind of cute and funny. And yeah, everybody gets into the structure, but they can't pick up the gate to board everything up. Holden goes back outside, is barely just able to pick it up using a lever before scrambling back to safety at the last possible second. And yeah, that was beautifully shot. That was, yeah, a lot of fun to watch. Yeah, the story down on Illis is really, really compelling, I feel like, but yeah, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts. What's her name? Elvie Okoye has something wrong with her eye. She keeps rubbing it. We saw a kid rubbing it this time. And I have to imagine something is contaminated here. And the fact that all of this water that's probably contains all of the things on the planet just crashed into that hole. I have to imagine some other people got whatever disease is happening to that eye. Probably all of them, which is another thing they're going to have to deal with, which is kind of scary. But yeah, meanwhile, we have the UN kind of taking control of the ring, coming into Medina Station, Ashford and Drummer trying to find Marco Inaros quickly, and to the UN satisfaction, or risk them never leaving. So we get a moment with Ashford also holding a baby and singing to him. It was like a recording. This was all before Ashford was burned. And we also got a full look at the extent of his burns. I don't think we saw that before. And so the kid, is that his son? He mentioned his son dying once, but he looked pretty old already when he was holding that baby. So maybe not. Maybe he had a kid just later in life. But yeah, heck of a thing to go through. And he must be reminded of it after recently hearing again what happened to Naomi's child, and with them chasing the perpetrator of Naomi's child going missing, Marco Inaros. And meanwhile, yeah, Marco Inaros, like, Naomi still has no idea what's going on with Marco Inaros. He could have almost, they could have put his life to a vote and actually killed him, and Naomi would have never known until much, much later, which is just a little mind-blowing to me, because I always assumed that there would be this confrontation between her and Marco Inaros, and I kind of still want to see that, but I don't know if we will, given that those stories feel a little separated at this moment. And we still have only 4 episodes left. I thought we would see Philip Inaros as well, but we haven't seen him yet. And we have Bobby's story also building up. It's been a short while, so she's kind of gotten a little used to her role, but she kind of still speaks out of turn, and like she's very just interested in like introducing herself to that guy, and then like, oh, you served, and then everybody just like shutting her down. But yeah, she's clearly a very valuable asset to the team right now. She still doesn't like that blonde girl much. The blonde girl like teases how Bobby was working for them. Must be humiliating for both her and David. And Bobby threatens to beat her up again if she doesn't shut up. And that woman just like kind of smiles back at her like, oh, like don't threaten me with a good time. But it also seems like she and the boss have a thing going, which like the guy seems like he's twice her age. But yeah, Bobby's also building camaraderie with these jerk faces. Like, she didn't have to kill the hydraulics to get this job done. She could have just kept quiet and not stolen anything, but she's in it now. Like, she's, I don't know, for the money, for the sense of purpose, who knows? I don't know. She's been dealt a bad hand, and I don't see any way out about it. So it's hard to blame her, but curious where her story goes from here. But yeah, overall, enjoy this episode. I can't believe we only have 4 left, and then we gotta wait for a long time to see Season 5. That's a bummer, but you guys have waited much longer than I have for Season 4, so I'll suck it up. Did I say I'm gonna give this episode an 8.5? But yeah, if you want to see the full reaction, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, comment, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friends.